All right, okay. Lean in for a sec. Can you, like, feel that buzz?
Hmm.
You know, the music starting, the crowd noise swelling, that feeling right when an event's about to pop off.
Yeah, that anticipation.
That's exactly the vibe, the space we're stepping into right now.
And look, our source material today, it drops us right into the middle of one of those moments. We're digging into a transcript. It's from a YouTube video,
Right.
Sunrise Breakfast Feat, June 9th, 2025,
Mm.
from the Hensley Isaac channel.
So our mission really is to get under the surface of the words. We want to pull out, the interesting bits, the surprises, what this transcript really tells us about the fade itself.
About the people, the host.
Yeah, the host's role, and just the whole atmosphere of this specific party.
And it's quite a mix, honestly, because this transcript, it's pretty raw, unfiltered.
Totally.
We're going to hit on, well, everything from music and dancing, obviously, but also like strong national identity stuff and some really personal stories, love, loss, even really tough stuff. Plus talk about money, relationships.
It really covers a lot of ground. Sometimes boom, 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 one thing after another. Okay, so let's get into it. The transcript starts like right in the middle of the action.
Oh, yeah.
The host is talking directly to the crowd. You hear things like, oh yes, sing the power, everybody ready now. You feel that connection straight away, that push for energy.
Absolutely. The host isn't, just a DJ putting on tracks. They're actively shaping the atmosphere.
Yeah.
They're demanding participation.
Right.
Calling out, let me see the people know you love yourself, or everybody's. It's not just passive listening. It's like a collaboration.
Co-created, yeah, driven by the host.
Exactly.
And almost immediately, you see national pride pop up. The host says they're Jamaican, but then instantly pivots to the Antiguan crowd, asks for a song where Antiguan people love. That feels very deliberate.
It is. It's a specific move to connect,
Yeah.
right? To energize the locals there.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is how deep that connection goes between national identity and the party energy. It really ramps up later.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, the host switches from the Jamaican anthem to the Antiguan one. And it's not just playing it, it's a challenge. Like, prove you belong here, sing along.
Ah, okay. So it's almost like a test.
Kind of. A test of their investment in this party, this moment,
Yeah.
using national symbols to build energy, but also like loyalty to the event itself.
That's where it gets really, really interesting for me. It's not just, hey, we're Antiguan, yay. It's using that identity as fuel for the vibes.
Right.
And the host isn't just, feeling the vibes, they're scoring them.
Yeah, that rating system.
They actually say, Antigua out of 10, they have 7,
Yeah.
quantifying it.
And it's not just a throwaway comment. You can see they're actively measuring how the crowd's doing and then trying to boost that score,
Well, what do they do?
giving direct orders.
Yeah.
Get up now, blood clip jump, sing. And then there's that really jarring line.
Oh, the one about the friend.
Yeah, suggesting you should box that bitch in her big head. She's fucking boring if your friend isn't participating. It's aggressive, maybe meant humorously, but intense.
Wow. So it's like participation is mandatory. High stakes.
Totally. The crowd's energy, their physical output, it's being tracked,
Yeah.
pushed towards a number, and they do get it up, right? To 9.5 out of 10 later in the transcript.
It turns the party into this, like, collective game with a score.
Exactly. A project with a clear goal.
Okay, so shifting gears a bit. Beyond that collective energy, the transcript takes some incredibly sharp turns, really personal stuff. Suddenly there are these big claims like, Antiguan girls, Jamaican and Antiguan man doesn't cheat. Oh God, we class relax. It's thrown out there.
Right, which makes you wonder, how does this high-energy party space also become the place for, well, sweeping generalizations like that?
Yeah, it's a bold statement about huge groups of people.
Dropped right into the middle of the fun.
Yeah.
It shows how these events can kind of blur the lines,
Yeah.
between shared fun and just airing personal opinions or stereotypes.
Absolutely. And the shifts just keep coming, sometimes really abruptly. Like the host mentions a specific money thing.
The $3,000.
Yeah, a girl asking for $3,000 and the host claiming they gave it to her. And then like almost in the next breath, the mood just pivots hard.
To love and loss.
Yeah, and even death. It's intense.
It really shows you how raw these recordings can be. Unpredictable. 1 second it's money talk or those cheating claims. The next, it's super emotional.
Like when the host asks people to raise a hand if they miss someone.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And then tells that really heartbreaking story about the cell phone, which she didn't know he wouldn't come back. He died from the bullet and now our little boy is gone. Lord help me.
Wow. That is, yeah. That's heavy.
Incredibly heavy.
To go from hyping up a dance challenge to sharing that, a story about violent death, losing a child, right there in the middle of a fete.
It's a sudden slap of reality. And notice how the host positions themselves with the crowd in that pain. When you cry, I cry along with you.
So the host is more than just an MC then?
Much more. Sometimes, it seems, they're like a facilitator for communal emotion, even grief, integrating these really deep, sometimes traumatic, personal things into the shared party space.
And then you also get moments of faith mixed in too, right?
Yeah, definitely. Cole's like, if you love God, put your hand in the sing it. And phrases like, thank you, Jesus. Spirituality woven right in with everything else.
So you've got this wild mix: high energy, national identity, relationship talk, money, tragedy, faith, all packed together.
Rapid fire, yeah.
Mm.
It seems like it all unfolds in a pretty short time frame in the transcript.
And the money theme keeps popping back up too. It wasn't just the $3,000 thing.
No, there are whole sections focused on it, like
Yeah.
money time for you again, money, all stress-free.
Right, celebrating financial independence, especially for women. All my ladies who don't need a man to survive.
Mm-hmm. And expressing clear dislike for being broke pocket.
Which then leads straight into another challenge, doesn't it? The money challenge.
The 1,000 Jamaican dollar dance challenge.
So that adds another dimension.
Totally. It means participation, performance. It's not just about the vibe anymore. Now there's a direct financial reward tied to it.
Connects personal goals like that stress-free money idea with the party energy through a specific contest.
Precisely.
The transcript also gets into specific activities, right? Like the whining segment.
Yeah, and encouraging friends to get involved, sometimes with that playful aggression again, like the box that bitch line, but also with actual affection. Give your friend a high five. Say, bitch, I love you.
So it paints this picture of the interactions within the crowd, guided by the host.
Yeah, it shows the kind of social dynamic being fostered there. It's a mix of physical release, connection, chasing that high energy, but expressed sometimes in really blunt ways.
And then near the end, there's another super specific, almost like gossipy real-life moment.
Oh, the story about Ka.
Yeah, seeing her baby father's car crash and him not moving. And the reaction to that story happening at the fete.
That's another powerful moment where real-life potential tragedy just crashes through the party atmosphere.
Literally.
Yeah. It's immediate drama being told and processed right there publicly. It just hammers home that these parties aren't sealed-off bubbles. They're places where people's actual messy lives intersect with the celebration.
It is really striking, just the sheer range of human stuff packed into what, on the surface, is just a party transcript.
It definitely makes you think differently about what a fete or a party can even contain.
So, okay, let's try and rack this deep dive up. What are the big takeaways from pulling apart this one transcript?
Well, I think we really navigated this unique blend. High energy performance on one hand.
Right.
Deep cultural expressions, switching between Jamaican and Antiguan identities pretty fluidly. And then these incredibly raw, sometimes really shocking personal moments and stories.
Yeah, we saw the host wasn't just playing music. They were actively conducting, even rating the energy.
And how the conversation could just pivot on a dime. From dancing and vibes to big claims about relationships, then tragic stories, faith, money talk.
It really does show how powerful these kinds of unedited recordings are for capturing the messy, spontaneous reality of these gatherings.
You get more than just the scheduled fun. You get the unexpected depth, the collision of individual lives with the collective moment, the whole complex emotional landscape.
Which leaves a big question, I think, for you, the listener. Think about these moments where collective celebration slams right into raw personal reality, where cultural identity is asserted, where unfiltered emotion comes out. How does that reflect the complex weave of just, well, shared human experience?
Yeah, what do these unscripted interactions captured at events like this feed really tell us about the communities that create them and live within them?